Hi, my name is Pam Brown of T&P Handmade Collection, and today we're doing part 2 of this crocheted 6-sided tote bag. And I want to let you know that you can find me on all the various social medias. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and YouTube. This is the pattern that we are trying to navigate through. At least I am. I have my little notes scribbled here and there, but I just found this so interesting. One note that I had like a few problems here with the chain 3 and going into the next row. In the first series or part 1, I put on here, it's really important that these, I guess what you want to call triangles, or as you crochet, these numbers are odd numbers, so it's 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. In this pattern, if you look close, they crocheted 9 rows. So by the time I was at the 9th row, it was 15 going across here. So kind of gives you an idea if you're doing this correctly. And what I noticed was in this last row here, they didn't do the chain 2. They just crocheted a double crochet row. What I did to keep the corners, I crocheted 2 double crochets in those corners instead of doing chain 2. I'm not sure what they did, but it just looks like it's just straight double crochet. To work this pattern, there are some tools that you're definitely going to need. You're going to need your measuring tape. I had to use corsage pins because they're bigger and stronger and hold a wider area. When I was pinning the side panel to one of the front panels, so you need a nice, strong, large pin to help hold your pattern together to make your tote bag. You're definitely going to need these stitch markers, because you're going to need to, I'm going to show you in a minute how to mark where you're going to put that side panel. With the side panel, that was interesting. From the picture, it looked like it's all double crochet. Well, when you do double crochet, it might have, I use the, so I can better explain it, I use the 6.5 millimeter crochet hook to crochet the front and back panel, which is this. See how large it is? This is quite large. This is larger than I thought it was going to be. And I used a crochet cord, which is this, and it's called lamb's wool, and it's made by Bonnie Craft Cord, and it's 2 millimeter. And I'm sure you could probably use, a 4 will work really well with this, but I was experimenting, so I wanted to see. I wind up having to go buy some more craft cord because it's bigger than I thought. I had to buy more, and I used another type of craft cord that I had left over. This is an Asian import. I like this. It's nice and shiny and everything. And it kind of offset this lamb's wool to kind of give it more color. And I chose this. Make sure you can see this. This handle. This beaded handle to go on the tote. So that color of the Asian imported craft cord with the lamb's wool, I thought would make this really pop and really be different. So to move on, I'm going to show you this side panel that I was talking about. I want to see if you can see this. I crocheted 13 stitches going across the top. You don't have to do 13 really. I chained 14 and you go to the next stitch, so it wound up being 13. I did it on purpose because I wanted a wider side for this tote. I didn't want it to be like this thin, because you know, if you're going to have a tote, you kind of want to have room. You might take this to the beach. You might want to put towel, bathing suit, socks, whatever, a hat, you know, all the essentials you need. So I wanted this to be a workable tote, so I made a larger side panel, and this side panel is 34 inches. It took me a while to crochet all these rows, and again, I use one row single crochet and then the next row double crochet, and just to keep it from not having a whole lot of holes. So I alternated. In the pattern, it does not say to do that, but that's the wonderful thing. When you are a designer, you'll see something and you just kind of make it your own, or, you know, just say, well, for practical purposes, you don't want things falling through and you want a nice panel that doesn't have a lot of holes. You can use whatever stitches you want to use as long as it's matching up to that panel in the front. So when I am not through, I am going to show you there is going to be a part 3 with just a picture of what it looks like when I finish. And I'm just showing you what I did to get to this point. See if I can get to it. Now, this is where I connected and I used markers. With this space from here to here, it might have been about, I counted over 9 because that was half of it. And so I counted over 9 and I marked, and I came all the way around to the other panel on this other side and did the same thing. And you can kind of fold it in half to make sure it's at the area where you want this to be to put the sides. Now, once I got through with the panel, I just started connecting it to this panel right here, and I am doing a single crochet stitch to connect to the side. So far it's working, but like I said, this is pretty big. So next on part 3, I'll show you pictures of the finished product, but right now it's still in production mode. It like I said, it's quite a lot. So just so you know, when you go to make this, decide on how many rows you want to do. You don't have to do the 9 rows that they chose to do. You might want to just do, according to that pattern, maybe do 5. I used this 5.75 crochet hook to tighten up the stitch when I attached the front to the back with this darker crochet cord. And I like the crochet cord because it's stiff but it's soft, and it holds the shape of this tote bag. So basically that is it for today. I just wanted you to see the progress of where we are, and on part 3 you will see the finished product. I also wanted to do a lining. I don't think so. I have to think about that, because you have to sew I did buy lining fabric, but I don't know. I have to think about that because I've already started attaching it because I just was excited about seeing what it would look like and how to do this. But okay, today that is it. We're not going to go any further with this. And I will see you next week. Well, I'll just say we'll see you at the next crochet series, part 3. For this 6-sided crochet purse, and just to see the finished product. So my name is Pam Brown. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.